I'm also
Okay.
joining from my phone today just to see how is students, and if other people will face the problem in joining phone, I can also help them
Oh, yes.
understand.
Yeah. Good idea. Good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for 1 more minute. Ravi will share the link and let the link spread in the WhatsApp group so that those who are not able to join us directly can join from YouTube.
Sure, sir.
Are we ready, Ravi?
Yes, DP, we are ready. Yeah.
Okay,
I've shared the link with on the group also and with Darshan also.
Cool, cool.
Okay. So let's start.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, what we will do is while DP will take some notes on the whiteboard,
Okay, I'll
while,
take the presenter.
while the students are speaking. Do we also have any other mentors other than you?
We have Ashish also here.
No, I'm asking if other than Darshana, if there are any other mentors from their side.
So there aren't any other mentors.
Okay, fine.
It's
Yeah.
just me today.
So yeah, so essentially what we'll do is, so let everyone speak about what they're doing, what they want to do, and where are they from, and what is their background. So we'll start from there, and then we'll do a orientation on everything else.
Yes, and meanwhile, as you are all speaking, like I'll try to put all those things on the whiteboard. And if by mistake you write anything, you can undo whatever you have written by clicking on the back arrow mark out here. So we'll try to collect what all your interests or what you are currently doing, and what projects we can all work together on in this whiteboard. Okay, so maybe I will do it, and for now I think I will disable the multi-user thing. And yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to add, like we had some who attended the SDG school recently, so they are working on some small projects. And here today they should share about what they are working with. It's just for the participants. I just wanted to say this.
Yeah. So we are waiting to hear from any of the students who are here to start introducing themselves very briefly, where they come from, what background they are from, and what projects they are interested in. And as we do it, like we will have more and more ideas emerging. You can feel absolutely comfortable. There's nothing to worry about, and yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Priya, we can hear you.
Yes. Hi everyone.
Hello.
I'm Priya Butola. I am from Uttarakhand, and I have completed MSc in chemistry, and currently I am working as a Gandhi Fellow.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so basically I work at the grassroots and see the remotest villages, the challenges they are facing, and try to solve those problems with looking at the community's need.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so I recently attended this SDG School 2020, and my SDG goal is to work on that goal, because we have found one problem, that long distance is creating a major barrier in rural areas for children to reach to the schools.
Okay.
So our team decided how help children to solve this problem of long distance. So
Okay.
we decided to make a bus which will be reaching to children's houses, even though children who are disabled, who are working in the farms, and teaching them with informal education, which will be very helpful for them to learn the basic life skills they need to solve makes little problems, whatever they are facing in the situation, just to educate them. Not only the formal education can do this, informal education can do this too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
create their interest and motivation. We tried to work upon this solution, and I like this very much. As well as I worked on my personal one project too. It is a prototype, but I'm still trying to, by working with this chat shala, if I can make it a new thing for children. So the idea is basically I tried to design a band which will be having a radio, a solar cell, so that the band can be charged, a wrist radio, it will be a wrist radio, and it is having a memory card inside that. So we can work with the cool STEM games on it as well. So the children at the houses can listen whatever the children is teaching, whatever the teacher is teaching in the class, even when they are at their homes. So this is a little my idea, and I want to work upon this with a group of students here who are interested in this idea. So this wrist radio will be very helpful if we can make this a proper tool to reach each and every children who are not having access to education.
Yeah, it's very, very, very interesting project, Priya. So why don't you do one thing?
Yes,
On Chatshala,
yes, sir.
if you can actually make this as a project challenge for other people to think about this issue. So there are a lot of makers, they might actually be able to, pitch in, trying to actually make this project work.
Okay, sir.
And meanwhile, I will also share some links to some international rural radio projects that we are in touch with, particularly in various parts of Africa, South Africa, and other places. So we have some of our friends who are working in rural radio project.
Yes,
And
sir.
there are some of us in India as well who did such projects. So it will be very exciting to go ahead and do that. Okay,
Yes,
so you have a leadership role here to play, which is that you can initiate this project challenge as soon as possible on chatshala.in or metastudio.org, whichever you are comfortable with.
yes,
So
sir.
this is a project that I am also personally very, very interested in. Darshana here. Sorry, मैंने एकदम से बीच में join किया. So Priya and I have been discussing about it, and we were thinking, how do you make make this band more functional, in the sense कि can we also track some sort of malnutrition related information also with these cheap wristbands, which will not only help them in learning things without looking at a screen for really young children, but at the same time could also track their health in some way. So unko making them useful for Anganwadi and all. So I think it will be a really great idea. जो आपने responsibility दिया है Priya को for now to initiate it as a challenge on the thing, and yeah, it will be a good start. So thank you.
Yeah. Because see, we have been also recently thinking, we have this doer project you already know about, a distributed decentralized disk. So we can club both these projects, and it will become a very nice challenge for all the undergraduates to work on.
Yeah,
And there are
absolutely.
some other people from our group also who would be interested in doing this project.
Yeah, great, sir. Thank you.
Together, yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. This will be a great opportunity if we can reach as many as children as we can with this project.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sure.
Yes, that's really nice, Priya. Like we already have one concrete and very
Project idea, yes.
yes. Others can also introduce yourselves and tell us about what your interests are or what you are working on.
So I'll go next.
Yes,
I'm
Diksha.
Diksha.
Hi.
I'm also from Uttarakhand, Pithoragarh. Hello.
Mhm.
And I'm currently a third year undergrad student. I'm doing BSc in biology. So
Mhm.
I was also in SDG school and working on a SDG. Mine was 13, goal 13, which was climate action.
Mhm.
And we worked on the subtopic of which was 13.3, which was creating awareness in institutions and as such.
Mhm.
So we created a game. We did the prototypes and laid down the rules.
Mhm.
A card game to teach like school students about carbon footprinting
Mhm.
and sort of start a conversation to them about the climate change, the global warming, the whole
Mhm.
deal.
Mhm.
So yeah, so well, I was looking for some advice. Like I have to create these cards on like a software, a soft copy. So like I people could print it out and play amongst themselves,
Mhm.
and plus I need to test it out so that the rules like are the rules working? Do we need to add something or subtract something? Maybe we
Mhm.
need to add something to make it more fun, or maybe we need to change some things to be more inclusive
Mhm.
age wise,
Mhm.
because we created a physical game, and the other team members were working on a virtual game as well of the
Mhm.
same thing, so we could be more inclusive, we could reach as many as students as we can.
Mhm.
So that was it. Do I need to add something?
Yes, so that's a very again I think interesting thing that you are exploring. So I also want to ask, like, if in these projects, like even the one that Priya has said, like, are these done individually by each student, or is it done by groups of students working together?
Yeah, so DP, this is basically we had a collaboration with the Maker Asylum, and these girls attended a 2-week school there. And some of these
Okay.
ideas actually came after they learned about the various SDGs and how they
Process.
could solve. So these
Mhm.
are basically some of them are own ideas.
Oh.
And in like about 4 days, they developed a small prototype and worked with students and all. But I think it has ended. The school has now gone like beyond that crowdsourcing of ideas. So I
Yeah.
see the idea why I wanted these people to join cool STEM games is so that they can start working on these things and sharing
Okay.
with the wider community and improve upon the idea,
Yes. Yes.
and also start getting these STEM habits so that they are learning every single day. So and not only this, Diksha, you should also share about the other ecological mapping project that you are working with your mentor from Vigyanshala. Mention that.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
one small I want to tell for other students, like there were 7 of these girls who attended the Maker Asylum school. Others were not. So many of them don't have any projects to share as of now, unless they are working on something in their colleges. So those students, please don't feel sad or overwhelmed that you don't have a project right now. But once you start going through the cool STEM games, a lot of ideas will come, and that is why all of us are here, that we all can start this learning journey of self-learning. So I just emphasize this second point
Yes.
for everybody
Yes.
here.
Yeah, so the school has ended, but I wanted to take it further individually.
Mhm.
We learned the whole process, the designing and the idea thinking, and then we sort of came up with it. But like I said, it was originally a virtual idea, so I wanted to take it further and make it a physical game. So,
Yeah.
it will be more inclusive, more people can play, and it could reach and benefit everyone. So
Yeah.
I wanted to take this project further individually. So yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, the projects I am doing with my mentor from Vidyanshala. So like I put down 7 pitfall traps last week. I'm going to check them tomorrow. So
What
basically the
traps?
idea is to pitfall traps. Have you heard
Okay.
of them?
No, I haven't.
Diksha,
Should I
first explain the
further?
goal of the project. Diksha, first explain the goal of the
Yeah.
project, what you are doing there. So you are doing the local biodiversity mapping, right? So you
Yeah.
did the moth trap
Yeah.
and the pitfall trap. So explain that and then you go ahead. You may never know, like other Kalpana girls might want to join you in doing this in from their locations, or so that's a very interesting project which you should definitely start documenting, because you already have read the literature and have all the relevant information from your mentor Hemant, who's a postdoc in Leeds. So you guys are already working on that project, right? So elaborate that in a bit more detail.
Yeah, so to start from the beginning, so we were reading this research paper. So it basically was telling us about the ecological importance of ecological biodiversity, and how on the local scale the relation between biodiversity and the production of goods works. So it's a lot of area which has to be researched upon. So we thought like we should like I could do a local biodiversity mapping. So I did created a moth trapping system. I clicked photos and I like wrote down what kind of moths I was getting in. Like I live near a forest,
Mhm.
so the next idea was to go for arthropods or insects. So
Mhm.
pitfall trap is basically you take a plastic cup and bury it in ground at
Mhm.
different places. You put water in it and detergent in it, so that the surface tension breaks. If
Mhm.
the idea is if the insects fall into it, it will not suffer and die
Mhm.
because we need this specimen. uh so yeah, so I have there are 7 of them for now,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
I'm going to add more
Mhm.
tomorrow, because I
Mhm.
have to analyze the 7 ones for now. So I'm doing like a local for my surrounding, a local biodiversity mapping. So yeah.
Yeah. So
uh
you already have some moths collected.
No, I didn't collected them because it was during night. They are
Okay.
only visible during night. So I didn't like kill them and collected them. I just took photos of them. But with the arthropods, I have them in the cups, and I have to like take them out tomorrow, because tomorrow is day 8, and then analyze it and then maybe secure it with some acid or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. I think we
I
don't
just
have
wanted
Arunan here, but he would be super excited, I think, to hear this. Yes, Jian.
Yeah, I just wanted to make that connection that there are several of us who are also interested in biodiversity at the doorstep. We just call it as a doorstep because biodiversity also exists. Sometimes people are not even aware. On one hand, there is a challenge that biodiversity is decreasing, but at the same time, you may not actually be aware of how to map biodiversity. And unless we know how to map biodiversity, we won't be able to find out whether it is going increasing or decreasing, or what is the trend, and so on and so forth. So it is in that sense that this is also a very very close project to many of us. In fact, one of our faculty, Professor Arunan, and also Ayush Gupta, another faculty, they're all interested in this kind of projects, that have immediate social impact. So another great project. So now Diksha has something to write about.
Yes.
Okay, so we're expecting, don't try to overwhelm yourself and write like a big blog. Okay, just initiate some dialogue and then keep talking and increase the thread over a period of time. Okay.
Sir, I just wanted to add a thing. Like, we have a very good mentor with us. I'm speaking from Priya's mic right now. Sorry, my phone connection is dropping. So we have a very good, very interesting mentor with us. He is a postdoc in ecology at Leeds, and he's the one who is guiding Diksha and two other students from Pithoragarh into this biodiversity project. And I think so he has collected a lot of material around these two projects where they are mapping the flying moths by putting a bed sheet and a light, like the light trap they call it. And the second one is this moth trapping. And it's this project is being documented quite well, actually. So I think
in that case, we can just give a link to that, no, in the metastudio.
Yeah, we will put it there also. I have just asked Hemant to join, if he can join for 10-15 minutes. He just had an accident recently, so he's not doing much. But let me see.
But otherwise, if he can also join online, what one can do is when Diksha creates the initial idea, then she can share the link to him, and then in the process, if he has something to say, he can also log in and start participating with everybody else.
Yes, absolutely.
Because our platform is a global project. We do have some people from US, Australia, and other places also on metastudio. So people will be quite excited, though it's largely Indian project, but there are some people who are picking, and there are some people from South Africa also with us. So it will be good. Yeah, wonderful. So
he's an Indian only, sir. He's from Gopalpur.
No, I'm saying that in general, so we will get everybody on board over a period of time. In fact, there is another guy, Prashant, who may also be quite interested to do something like this from our team. Another student actually who recently started working with us on several projects. So he may also join us. And I think it's on the whole great ideas coming up already. Okay, yes. Shall we go to the next idea?
Yeah.
Yes. Just in case, I want to remind, just a moment, Diksha, just a simple housekeeping thing. So if you, by mistake, scribble something, you can always undo by clicking on the arrow here. But otherwise, everyone is free to write and represent whatever they want to in the whiteboard. Yes. So you can undo by clicking on this arrow mark on the right panel. Yeah, thanks. Yes, Diksha, you can please.
Yeah, I wanted to add, like, Gunja was also there with me. So if she wants to add her perspective on the project we were doing on the SDG, so it will be great. Gunja, you there?
Oh, yes, she's writing on the board.
Okay, maybe she can't access the audio.
So you can or type it down in the public chat if anyone wants to say something more.
Yeah, Gunja, you should type it down and yeah.
Yeah. So there is a public chat thing, so you can type it down there, and we will. You can also introduce yourself in a very briefly and add about it. Yes. So others who is going to introduce themselves next in their projects? Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Kishori.
So my name is Kishori. I'm from Mumbai. Currently, I'm doing bachelor's of electronics engineering. I'm undergrad student, and I also worked in SDG School 2020. Our goal was goal number 3, health and hygiene. So we were working on the project called awareness on PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. So we created Instagram page where we can aware people about it. Like we have other prototypes also, like making app and posters. But currently we are only doing the Instagram thing and the website thing. And I'm more interested in programming and app inventing. So I wanted to create a digital library thing for rural areas, especially in villages.
Okay.
I'm working on that.
Okay. So these are two different projects, or are they interrelated? The digital library thing that you said and the work in the health.
These are two different things.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just wanted to give you this information that the current infrastructure that we are using, including metastudio .org, is also developed by interns like you. So it's mostly developed by them, but what we do is we make sure that what they developed is maintained. So in that sense, we do also have some digital libraries. So we'll also give you that information as we go by. So we have developed a digital library for rural people. So what there are two possibilities that you have. You can continue doing what you're doing and write about it. But at the same time, you can also, for example, join the other group of people who are already doing that digital library project and maybe collaborate with them and then take it to another level.
Yeah. Yes.
Particularly we need digital libraries in rural areas where there is no internet. So that is one major challenge that we have been thinking and working about. So it will be very nice if you could also join us. But at the same time, see, always what happens is old people like us will always think in a particular way. We don't think very creatively. So it's very likely that you may have more creative ideas, and so it's important that we converse about them. And that's why. So you have a nice idea to talk about. So please initiate a conversation on this as well.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Of course, including the health problem that you discussed, which is also a very important goal by itself.
I just
And,
want to
sir-
correct it's Instagram page, not app.
Yes, you can share the link here.
Yeah,
Perhaps
I will.
Yes. So usually,
Okay,
in general, what we normally do is at our lab, particularly, we try to discourage people from using Facebook, Instagram, and such resources because they will distract a lot of people from the regular things. Instead, they will actually convert people into some other kind of addictive model. Secondly, it's also proprietary. We will be all working for somebody else's profit, such as Instagram as a company. We are promoting them. It is better that we develop and use our own resources ourselves. So it might appear like a very smooth cake to talk to people and create groups, but at the end we will also have some problems of society itself. Because digital space needs to be protected and secure. And we should also avoid digital space from being exploited by other profit-making people as well. So keeping that in mind, we generally discourage people from using proprietary applications that depend on either Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp and things like that. But we have alternatives, don't worry. So we'll always be able to work out alternative ways of doing them.
yeah, that's a very good point, GN. And I think as we learn more on the Cool STEM game platform, we will also understand how we sort of don't get a slave to the social media apps and instead create our own space where we are able to share and generate more ideas. I just wanted to add one more thing. I think Abhi Hemant has also joined us, who is
Okay,
mentoring Diksha on the project. So maybe if Hemant just briefly wants to describe that project about why are we studying the moth and everything. If other people here want to know, he can just explain. And I have also briefed him that he can join and with Diksha can start that project on Cool STEM games.
Yeah, sure.
Hemant.
Great.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Hemant Tripathi, and I'm working in Leeds University as a postdoctoral research fellow. And my daily job requires impacts of various agriculture interventions on biodiversity. So basically, I'm interested to know how biodiversity will change with respect to the changes that we bring in agriculture, and that is focused in Africa. But while working in Africa, I worked with a lot of students, MSc, BSc, and also some school village level youth, and worked with them to do biodiversity sampling by using various passive techniques, fall trapping and light trapping, where you can study moths. And with Diksha, we were able to replicate some of these biodiversity sampling methodologies with the objective to understand the biodiversity of the region where Diksha stays. And these are very cost effective or low cost biodiversity sampling techniques, which can tell a lot about the local environment. For example, moth traps are very, very easy to set up, but the information that we collect not only helps improve the knowledge of biodiversity, but also helps us understand what is the effect of light, what is the impact of light activity or light intensity, impact of urbanization, and also the biodiversity value of an urban ecosystem. I think very, very important to know, considering the ongoing global challenges that we are facing today. So it would be cool if the kind of things that Diksha is doing is replicated by different people, and I'm happy to work with young people like Diksha in other places.
Hemant, I'm very happy and quite excited to hear this whole thing. See, we are doing this kind of biodiversity mapping with, also at the same time teach them a lot of biology in the process as well. So this project particularly is another project that we could immediately take up as a citizen science project across the country. And we can formulate the idea, and then DP and others can actually think of creating a nice, simple way in which the information can be collected from everybody, the photographs, etc., can be collected, and identification of the various species and things like that. So it's a fascinating project. I must say, this is great. I think this is certainly we can convert it into a citizen science project right away. And so we have that kind of interest. Currently, we're also doing some other kinds of mapping projects. But so this one fits in very nicely. People are doing on butterflies. People are doing on even discovering new model systems as well, for research. And this is a fascinating model system of particularly connecting things. In fact, recently I'm getting interested in, there are a lot of organic farms coming up in India once here and there. They're not in a very large scale, but I mean, in a sense, large scale doesn't map sound very good when it comes to organic farming, but there are organic farms around. So one best way also to check is, if we keep this kind of traps in regular, traditional farming practices as against those farms where organic farming is happening, to understand the character of the soil and the character of, what kind of insects and what kind of biodiversity you find. Because, sometimes a lot of things are being weeded out in regular farms. Both through chemicals as well as manually. And plowing is, for example, another process by which things happen. So we need a lot of evidence to either side. So there are people who say that we have to, if we want to have good productivity, we have to use these things. But so that has that issue of monoculture and other methods of farming. So these impacts and students can play a very important role in collecting that evidence.
I completely agree on this, and I have been, as I said, I've been working with a lot of students, and I'm fascinated by how much information we can generate and how much of a knowledge that we can impart. And it is not limited to just insect ecology, but also a lot of other things I've experienced. Like there are many students who are interested in modeling and statistics, and the data that we generate or the data that we can also accumulate from other sources can be used in not only teaching different frameworks of modeling, but also using these the data and students who are interested in modeling in generating new knowledge. So not only so my point is not only teaching data collection, but also data analysis and reporting, and working on new ideas and different perspectives. So I completely I'm as well very excited about this, and will be nice to make it work in different systems.
Great. And which part of Africa are you working right now in your field?
I'm working in Tanzania, South Africa, and Malawi. Yeah, and in Tanzania, I'm working in a mountain ecosystem in a system called as East Usambara Mountains, which is a extremely heterogeneous landscape where farmers mainly do a spice and maize farming. It's a lowland ecosystem, but again a maize system. In South Africa, I'm working with corporate farms, so who basically large scale farms. So the idea is to look at how biodiversity trends change with respect to scale. So if one organic farm is there in a large landscape of inorganic or conventional farms, what difference it creates for biodiversity?
Yeah.
Or that what if we want to implement organic agriculture, what scale should we aim at?
Great.
Yeah. So the overall goal is to understand the trade-off and synergies between biodiversity conservation and food production.
Yeah. And some of the economists may also be interested in trying to actually evaluate the value out in terms of, because a lot of people look at immediate returns. But if you talk in terms of long-term returns, we need to have good economic models to actually think about it. So it is in that sense, there's a lot of interest here in the area. Even people are working in statistics or even modeling of economic models also will be coming in part here.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a very multidisciplinary idea, although it sounds very agronomy and biodiversity centric. But I think the range of skills that is needed to correctly understand and develop a system level knowledge requires extremely multidisciplinary approach. And as you rightly said, it requires economy, it requires background in statistics. Also to highlight that. Where so biodiversity can trade off with food production from various different ways. So one angle to also look at is crop protection. So in future, with respect to different agriculture practices, what will be the load of crop pest and crop diseases on agriculture, especially when we consider climate change, land use change, and trade, when the world will become even more connected. Will that bring novel pests and diseases, and how it will interact with local biodiversity, and what is the role biodiversity can play in mitigating those impacts and mitigating specifically the impacts of crop pests and diseases, and what are the economic costs associated with those things. So there are a lot of interesting stories we can touch just using maybe evaluation tool like biodiversity versus food production.
So it would be very nice if Diksha could connect some of these ideas, and the documentation that you guys have already done can also be shared on our metastudio.org platform, so that others will chip in. And I also want to tell you that every day at 5:30 till 9:30 in the Indian Standard Time, we have a charshala that happens where we discuss this kind of projects. We call it CUBE, Collaboratively Understanding Biology. And so this charshala happens starting from 5:30 to 9:30, and some 30 to 40 students from across the country come and discuss at various points, just like this. This is the way how we discuss. each student comes and starts starts writing something on the whiteboard and discusses their project, and other people will ask questions and things like that. So this happens on a regular basis. So it would be very nice if at some time, if you could also join and excite these people about your project, and also maybe even invite some of them to join as well.
Yes, I'll be extremely delighted to do this. In
Yeah.
fact, I've been looking for such opportunities where I can share my skills and also ideas, and also gather different ideas and perspectives. So it will be, I'll be very happy to join such platforms, and
Great.
also share whatever I am doing.
Yeah.
Not only with Diksha or Vigyanshala, but also what I'm doing in my project in UK. So
Great.
happy to
Great.
share everything.
Great. That's a fantastic thing. So to keep an eye on metastudio.org, where we will be regularly posting the meeting details. The Chatshala meetings happen every day from 5:30 to 9:30. So it's the same link every day. So
Okay.
and whenever you have time, you don't even think of that you don't have an invitation or something like that. Just pitch in whenever you have time, and there will be people who will ask you, and you can introduce yourself and start right away, anytime.
Sure. Thank you.
Great. And thanks for joining today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So Darshana, who is next? We want to hear more ideas today.
So I think anything go. The thing is, many girls haven't done any project, and they are also asking in the WhatsApp group. They also want to do projects like the people in SDGs and all. Just wanted to reemphasize to everybody. I have written it in the chat as well. Please let's start. Introduce yourself. Who you are, what you are doing, and what kind of projects you are or would like to do. So as you can see from the Shraddha is saying, is it okay that we have idea about what kind of projects we want to work, and if you don't have an because we will develop the idea together, all of us. Then I think Gunja has written that he is a student of BSc Microbiology from Gurugram, and she did a project on climate action with, and she wants to work further on the project. We also want to add another idea of creating an app which can count the carbon emission, which can be very helpful for people to check their carbon emission. Of course, this is again an interesting doable idea. There is a carbon calculator from Cambridge University, which is a free. I can share more details and people can pick that one up. There is Ramya. She's saying, hello everyone, I'm Ramya from Hyderabad. Me along with Priya had done a prototype in order to make children to access their education. I am likely to take up our project with our team. The thing that came across in this project is that we need teachers in order to teach the students, but we need some finances. In order to overcome the finances, I would like to create an app or website students of different background can do, that teachers join their social work, which can be beneficial to the students as the children in years. To Ramya, I just want to say, Ramya, of course, that's a very good idea. We all can volunteer our time, and this platform Chatshala is our platform where we are learning, teaching each other, and whatever we are getting from this platform, we will be sharing with other people, our schools, colleges, or communities. And then Supriya and Shraddha are saying, but girls, anybody, whoever wants to speak, please unmute your mic and start talking. Like whoever, I see Anusha hasn't the microphone.
Hello.
So, hello.
See, you're breaking
Can
a
I?
bit.
Yeah, Alparna wants
Go
to
ahead.
speak. I think.
Good evening, everyone. I want to ask that I got into maths subject now. I'm first year BSc student. So I want to ask that I have no ideas about these old discussions because I didn't have biology in my 11th and 12th standard also. So how can I can start these type of things?
Yeah, so just a while ago we were discussing, I'm not pushing any idea on you, but I'm just saying that, you see, a lot of data will be collected, and then we need mathematicians to begin modeling those data, like statistics and other things as well. But then we'll keep when we keep talking, over a period of time, we'll be able to find a project for you as well, and you can yourself devise a project on your own as well. So the most important thing is, let's start a conversation. So this is a good idea that for example, there's a lot of biology in maths, and there is a lot of maths in biology as well. So we'll be able to pick up something that relates to each one of us, and because most of the projects that we're working are quite interdisciplinary in nature. So do you have any specific interest within mathematics, any particular group or something like that that you really are interested in, or you don't mind any project as of now?
Sir, I had just started, like I'm first year student, so I didn't have any idea what I like the most. My classes has started from a month ago.
Okay. Okay.
So I had not developed such kind of interest till now.
Okay. 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 Good. So
I think, sir, I just wanted to, sorry.
Go ahead, Darshana.
Yeah, I just want to add for everybody else, not just Supriya, it's okay if you don't have any idea. This is our place where we will discover what we like and what we want to do, and how we can contribute to the ideas of others, and how we can develop our own ideas. For instance, before going to Q, I didn't have much exposure to something. It is only during the lockdown I also started Diksha. I also started doing these moth trapping, and I have a lot of different moths. I started observing what kind of insects am I seeing around me, what kind of are coming, and that has sort of generated an interest in me. Simply, you are doing math, and as Hemant said, when we are collecting all these information, we will ask students to do analysis on them, what kind of thing. So they will be like parts of projects of others which you will be able to contribute. And once you pick up how to sort of contribute to others, your own ideas will also start coming out. So don't worry, don't be in a hurry, and we are in this journey of learning.
Yeah, so that's great. So in fact, I just may also want to add something that there's a great collaboration possible here. Why? Because biologists are poor in mathematics, and you said that mathematics you haven't been doing any biology, so which means that this is actually an opportunity for collaboration. Because every project needs mathematics, and you can pitch in and help them to solve the problems, and the other people will do the other thing, and in the process also they will be able to learn each other from each other's interests. In fact, everybody knows everything, then collaboration will not happen. Competition will happen. So,
okay, sir. Thank you. I'll try my best.
Yeah. So hang around, and we'll find some nice projects.
Yes. Yes, so others also, please, you can share just a quick perspective of what your backgrounds, or just to get a sense of the diversity. Like, as I see, there are a lot of engineering students, science students, math students, others as well. Can please tell us, I mean, even if you are not currently working on any projects or still exploring things, that's absolutely fine. As we saw, like, we will be, as we keep conversing, as we keep interacting, looking at each other's projects, we'll get lots and lots of ideas, and we can collaboratively work together. And I think that's the spirit with which we normally do things. Like, multidisciplinarity requires shaking hands with other people and collaborating with other people.
So Anusha, you want to unmute your microphone and speak?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I'm Anushka from Hyderabad. Currently pursuing my graduate final year in mathematics, stats, and computer science. Sir, I'm interested in artificial intelligence and robotics. but I don't have any idea about that. So I want to explore and explore about this.
Okay, that looks interesting. In fact, there are some people who have similar interests who have just joined us asking, they have finished their BSc, but they still haven't done a good project, so they wanted to do something. Then we have told them to look at some of the data that we generate and identify the pictures, for example. So a while ago, we heard that when insects and things like that are collected, we got a lot of photographs, right? And so, is there a way how we can actually directly look at the photograph and identify which species is that? That's a good AI machine learning program. So you can learn about how to teach computers how to identify various species within the picture itself, and then over a period of time we could take up more ideas. So
Sir, thank you.
and yeah, I'll also ask the other team to write something on MetaStudio so that they will also be in touch with you, and you can also reply to them saying that, okay, I also want to work with you. And then which year are you in this? You are doing BSc?
Sir, I'm final year.
You are in the final year. Very good. So you might have already developed the sufficient tools and things like that. So that would be good. Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Bhavani has some idea, I guess. Yes, Jude.
For robotics, one of the initial requirements is to control movement. And one of the good ways to learn and do that is to make CNC machines, which also become very useful and could probably help the biologists in multiple ways. So a robotic arm or a XY table, which can pick samples and transfer them between various processes that are happening in the in a biological experiment, is one particular thing. 3D printing is another. Cutting pieces of wood or metal is another project. So there are any number of projects using numerical control and computerized numerical control. It involves mechanics, electronics, and mathematics. So projects. In fact, I'm going to post. I've been posting some stuff on some preliminary things that I've been doing for an NC machine. So people can check up on MetaStudio and join up over there and do their own ideas or collaborate in that particular project itself.
Yes. So I think even in general, as Jude was mentioning, all those who currently do not have any projects, like you can just explore browsing through various projects on MetaStudio and start responding there on any of the threads or projects that you connect with. And as you keep conversing, I think projects and ideas will emerge, and it will create inspiration for more ideas among yourselves and given your experiences and wherever you are coming from.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point, and I would just like to again want to see if they have any difficulty in navigating the platform, and they can come to Chatshala every evening and ask them if they have problems. There is something that has caught their eyes and they want to discuss it further. So I'm not sure if you are seeing the chat. A lot of Kalpana girls are introducing themselves, and those who haven't done it already, they can now start. Let's quickly introduce all of us who is doing it. And yeah, so what I will say, whoever finishes, just tag the next person you want them to talk, like whoever you see on the list after you. So I think that would be great. So Anusha Deshpakha has just done. So Anusha Karne, oh, she's just on my like only here only. So Asha, do you want to go? And then once you've done, you tag the next person and they will talk.
Yeah,
Hello,
we also
ma'am.
want to spend some 5 to 10 minutes of introduction to the platform also towards the end.
Yes, sir. If you want to do it now, that's also okay with us, I guess. Like they
No,
can continue.
let's continue the conversations first, because it's important that we hear everyone.
Great. So Asha, do you want to go, or I see Swarna here? Maybe Swarna, if you want to introduce yourself, and then you tag the next person.
Okay, okay. I will introduce myself first. Hello.
Yeah,
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
My name is Swarna Matpal, and I'm from Lucknow. I am currently doing my undergraduate degree from JSS Noida. I am pursuing for the engineering and going for the BTech. And I have chosen this. What the branch is the electrical and electronics engineering. And I have not currently worked on the project any, and I'm thinking of going for doing the new projects. So can you just suggest me that what the areas can I go according to my branch?
Sure. There are plenty of electronics and electrical projects already. So when we go online to Chatshala, then we will discuss some of them. Jude is here, one of our mentors, who will an electronics expert. We have other people also who are not here right now, but they will join very soon. So welcome on board, and we have lots of electronics projects. Starting from very simple ones to very advanced ones. So you'll be able to pitch in.
Yes, so I would be very much interested in doing the projects.
Great, very good. Yeah. All right. So most of them, are so simple that we encourage all of you to, whoever is interested in things, actually to develop a lab at home, wherever you are. So we help a lot of people to develop a lab at home. So you can also have a lab at electronics lab at home. So you don't have to depend only on the resources in the college.
So what would we be doing in that when we will building the lab all thing?
Well, essentially, you collect some small things that you need, and then you can make everything. You can make a circuit board. You can actually do a lot of experiments with it. And you can also acquire certain programming boards and start working with them. Learn various aspects of electronics as well as computing all together.
Yeah.
So
we're using the old things and then making out something new.
Well, not necessarily old things. I mean, you can also do things that are completely new as well. So it all depends on what you want to do. For example, recently, one of the students who is also an electronics engineer from Indore. So what he did, he developed an oscilloscope. And oscilloscope requires a screen. So what he did, he converted his mobile as the oscilloscope screen, and he sends the signals collected essentially from the external phenomena to the mobile, so that you can actually see the voltage fluctuations and things like that on the screen itself. So this is like a very interesting tool, because oscilloscope is so important in almost every scientific discipline. So can you think of making scientific instruments like this, and in the process you learn a lot of electronics about everything under the sun.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So now I will give the Amisha to speak after me.
Great.
Okay, I just wanted to emphasize one more thing here. Swarna, you just asked, can you suggest some projects as per my branch? I would say this is a space where you don't have to box yourself. this is a space where you can explore as many different disciplines or things that lie outside of your interest or outside of your course or anything. So as you explore the cool STEM game platform further, I'm very confident that the house lab that you will start as an electronics lab will slowly go into biology, to mathematics, to ecology, and I think that's the beauty of thing that we are trying to create. And if you girls have any doubt, you can always refer back to the lecture GN sir gave during the Kalpana session, which is available on our YouTube also. You can refer back to the notes and everything, how he had explained, like, what does this lab and all we mean. And of course, we will also hear it towards the end of the introduction today. So yeah, whoever Swarna had tagged next, please go next.
Okay, thank you.
I'll intervene and say there is nothing in syllabus or nothing out of syllabus. Everything is in.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
very well
That's
said.
what I was trying to clear. Yeah.
Yes, I think Swarna has tagged someone else, so they can go ahead and introduce themselves.
Yeah, who had tagged Swarna? Can you name her again?
Amisha was there.
Okay, and I think she's not here currently.
So Shraddha is there. Shraddha, speak.
Hello everyone.
Hi, Shraddha.
I'm Shraddha Dhaibar. I'm doing a mechanical engineering first year, and I'm interested in robotics and machine learning, but I don't have any idea about what kind of project I can do.
Great. I was just wondering whether we have any mechanical person here. So welcome. We are going to be overloaded with work.
But you will soon find out that she won't be mechanical at all. Sorry for the joke, but I just wanted to.
All of us are, biological persons.
Yes. Great.
Yes.
So, in fact, we already have other people talking about robotics and electrical. So people who are working in electrical can also work with electrical and mechanical projects, because after all, if you want a controlled movement, then you need to understand, how to do that with feedback mechanism. So how do you bring in that kind of communication between the components and things like that? It will be a lot of excitement. Looking forward for that. And by the way, so there is one very excellent post done by one of our colleagues recently on metastudio. In fact, when we do the orientation, we'll actually show you that as well. It is about a Chotu bot. So Chotu bot is a wonderful project that you can actually start right away. This is for both robotics people as well as for people interested in electronics, as well as people who are interested in mechanical engineering. So it is one project for all of them, including even mathematics, for example. It will be a very nice project to start with.
Yes.
So Chotu bot is inviting all of you. So keep searching for Chotu bot on metastudio.
Yes, so Ashish has shared us the link in the public chat. You could see that.
Yeah.
Yes, so after Shraddha, like, who is going to... Shraddha, you could ask someone else to share.
Anu Sharma.
Okay. Yes, Anu Sharma.
Hello, good evening everyone.
Good evening. We can't hear you, Anu.
In physics. So,
Yeah, go
Hello.
ahead.
Okay.
hello. I'm
Yeah, we
audible
can,
now.
yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you. Go ahead.
I have graduation from Kurukshetra University with physics, maths, and computer. Now I'm pursuing masters in mathematics final year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. So
Still,
we have,
I'm having no projects.
don't worry, we'll find something soon. And we'll have more discussions through chatting, and we'll work out some projects. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank
in fact, if you don't have projects, that means one new project is going to be added into the kitty by you.
Yes, sir. Really.
Yeah, because that's exactly what happens. Old ideas. Why should we work with old ideas that are already there? So we should think of something new.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's discuss and come out with some new ideas.
Okay, sir.
So don't think that this is the only meeting that we'll have. We'll once in a while have chat shalas like this, and then we will brainstorm ideas, and then we'll pick up one of them and then start working with it.
Surely, sir. I will work.
So
So
we
who's
also
next?
have Amisha, who said she's not able to speak, but she's pursuing her career in pharmacy, and she wants to make some app giving information on blood banks and locality and putting all those things together.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So one immediate advice that Amisha that I have is do look at a wonderful project called OpenStreetMap. It is just like Wikipedia, that anybody can go and put information there. So OpenStreetMap is a project where people are already mapping that kind of information about various public utilities at various places. So this particular data, of course, will be in the public domain at all times. So it will be very good to look at how, even if you want to make an app, you can actually think of making sure that whatever information that you collect will actually go get accumulated in the OpenStreetMap, so that other people will start using that, and it gets amplified over a period of time. So if you're not familiar with it, please go and read more about OpenStreetMap meanwhile. And mapping is a wonderful activity.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, who is next?
I think Pooja was trying to say something. Yes, Pooja, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm Pooja from Aurangabad. I'm studied BSc in Information Technology. So my best area is AI technology. Last year I done one project, but I'm not sure. It means I'm not connecting database to my app, so that's not working properly.
So what was the project about? Can you tell?
Sir, database connectivity. Actually, I'm creating one app in Android subject. But according to my subject or information, that's not working. It's like only pages I'm creating in a language.
Okay, so you want to connect your app to a database?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that should be very simple. Yeah, we can. If you want to continue with that project, we can do that. Otherwise, we can also think of other projects as well. So, but we.
Yes, sir. But how, sir? I'm joining the STEM project app also, but I have no idea how to start with conversation with others, and actually my AI technology or project app. So how I join?
Yeah, let us see. We will keep discussing these things. So right now, as you said, connecting to a database is a problem, but we'll
Yes.
solve that problem, and then we'll look at other issues in terms of, why do you want to connect, and what is the bigger project that you have in mind.
Yes, sir.
So based on that, we will work out. Because, unless your data is very large, you may not need a database.
Okay.
So it depends on what because you can just create a small.
No, I'm creating a small project, only just it's college project, mini project.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm creating just pages, a login page, username, ID, then select one as like a food delivery app. That's like that. So I'm creating, but not connecting database. So that's the main problem in every language. Actually, PHP, C++, Java, and all this.
Yeah, because so if it is Android, then you won't be using PHP, right? You would
Yes.
possibly be using Java.
Yes, sir.
Or JavaScript. So
yes.
So yeah. Anyway, we'll so if you post this problem, now there will be a lot of people in our community who will be able to come and help you.
Okay, sir. I'll try.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So is it the right? Is Sridevi is ready? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, she has typed something.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So she's from Hyderabad.
Yeah, she brought this aspect of data science as well into the conversation. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So in fact, we can actually group some of you together into a project, and then we can collaboratively shape it up over a period of time. That looks like a good way of taking it up as well. So we'll think about some projects where machine learning, AI, statistics, and computer science and databases and all these things are put together, and we can do and also link it up to maybe SDG goals as well. So that will be a wonderful idea.
Absolutely, sir. I think that's a very good approach to think with at least this group. And then if there are people who want to migrate from one kind of thing to the other kind, they can very well do that. And
Yes,
one thing
very
I saw in the last 2 weeks, like 7 of our girls were in this SDG school. I realized that when they were working in a group, they had a different kind of communication going between them, and they were supporting and giving ideas into other groups' ideas as well. And it just created a very different dynamic. So I think this group approach will work very here. And once this particular 28 who are here today, if they start their journey of projects, they will inspire other 40 students also to come and move on with the projects and everything. So yeah.
So shall we therefore now, I'm sure there will be a few more to introduce. Maybe please continue typing in the public chat, and meanwhile, DP, can you share your screen and do a small orientation of MetaStudio?
Yes, sir, that would be good, because Abhi, I think we are going to have a repeat of themes from students here.
Yeah, Ravi is also there, I think, somewhere. Is Ravi there, or he logged out?
He's here, I guess. I saw him.
Yeah, but Ravi is possibly managing the YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted and I was speaking.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so as we have been talking about MetaStudio platform, so I will quickly show some of the features that it supports and what all we can do there. And I think as was clear, like some of you have already been there, like when you said cool STEM games platform kind of thing. So this is what the platform is. So the URL is metastudio.org. That's just pasted in the public chat now. So as you might have already gathered, so this platform basically is a place where people discuss, people talk about what they are doing. And when I said people, there are hundreds of people here, students, researchers, experts from industry, teachers. So there are lots of people working on multiple projects. So once you register here, like, you can access any of the projects, and you can get into conversations on any topic that you are interested in. Broadly, like, we have some categories of these conversations, but you are free to create any post in any category and get into conversations. So one category is the STEM chat. As you can read here, like, any activities related to STEM. So it's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So any of those topics. So you can see posts and conversations. So there are currently like around 259 threads, 259 ideas and projects that people are discussing here. Similarly, we have something called Turtle Chat. So Turtle Art, I think I would not speak a lot. You can open it and explore, especially people who are interested in computing, mathematics, and others. I think they will find it really wonderful. And others also, like, it's just art. So you can also find it interesting. And Cube Chat, again, as Jian briefly mentioned a while ago when talking about Diksha's project. There are hundreds of students working on biology projects, also with various model systems like butterflies, earthworms, some plant systems, and others. So you can explore them. And very recently, after COVID, like, we have this COVID chat as well, where discussions around it are happening. And many of the engineering related projects and conversations, especially, like, we have a lot in electronics based ones, but they're I should tell they're pretty diverse, so you can explore them as well. And there is another addition that we recently had, basically to discuss philosophy. And many of the students who are doing science and engineering, they have also started participating, and they are also enjoying these conversations. So just as a just to demonstrate some of other things, like, we can go and search anything here, like a global search of this entire place, any topic. Do you want to check about anything, any of you? Like, we can do a trial run using that, and we will see what conversations are happening on that particular topic or project. Does anyone want to look for any particular thing?
So I was curious, like, in order to
Yeah.
create a post, do we need to tag some people, or will it just show up in their feeds?
It will show up in their feed. So what happens here is there are a lot of projects. So the grouping here happens based on projects. So we don't have a place where you see a single person's profile or a single person's activities. I mean, you don't. I mean, the interface is basically grounded around the projects and others. And each user, depending upon their interests, they can go and subscribe. There is no subscription as such, but uh, for example, like, if I am, say, talking about, so this is a project. So there is a project that a student is doing on zero garbage and managing own garbage. So he's doing something on, I mean, he's making a compost thing at his home, and there is a lot of conversation. So you can, as you can see, there is at the bottom. Yes, so you can actually select if you want to keep watching, tracking, normal or muted. So something like this can be done for each of the posts. And whenever you are tagged, or whenever any what should I say, post where you have been actively participating gets an update, like you can also get a notification here, and you can basically like customize all the notifications that you want. So that's how I mean, that's what feed, an equivalent of feed, is here. And in the home page again, like you can see all the latest posts that are out there, and you can bookmark any of the things as well, any of the posts and others that you are interested in. Yes, and
Thank you.
yeah, and within
Yeah.
a post you can always suppose this is a post that we were seeing a while ago, so you can tag any of the persons who are already in this conversation, or anyone else in this platform using their usernames. Suppose so right now these are the people in this conversation, and if I want to say bring note to the notice of, say, Ravi. Okay, so I just typed Ravi, and all the users on the platform with Ravi as the username are here. So I just select and I'll type whatever I want. And this is a pretty rich text editor, and you can do a lot of things. You can attach images, you can write equations, you can quote someone else's text. For example, like if I want to respond to this particular thing, so I'll just say quote, and this is how it will appear. So I think it's pretty it provides pretty rich conversational experience. And yeah,
Thank
And
you
while you
for
are
explaining that.
participating, you also get badges.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you mentioned that in the Kalpana workshop.
yes.
So, like, if I post something, and can people make changes to that, or only I have the authority over it?
Your post is your post. Only you
Yes.
can edit it.
Yes.
However, if you want others to participate in the draft that you want others to improve it, what you can do is you can convert your post into a wiki page. So you initiate the thread, and then you say this is a wiki page.
Yes.
That you can do for any post anywhere.
Yes.
And then anybody who is logged in can actually come and work with you on that topic. Let's say we are created one page. Let's say we are collecting project ideas. Okay, so we can create a page called project ideas. So why don't you do that as a trial? Let's say DP. So create a topic and call it project ideas. Okay, so and then so here DP is just writing put it under STEM chat. Yeah, so put it under STEM chat because it's the most wider thing. And here, okay, write about some of the ideas that we have right now. So the first idea can be ideas we discussed today in the Vigyan Shala, Chat Shala, both are Shalas.
Yeah.
In today's Shala are, okay, so you can now start numbering so that people also know that numbering is possible here. So, yeah, so yeah, what is the first one? Let's say biodiversity mapping. Okay, the next one can be some, let's say,
Radio band.
Yeah, please add a health app. What is the other one you suggested, Priya?
Radio band, sir. Band.
Yeah. Radio band, yes. And also, digital library for rural areas, of course, which is linked to radio band, but we can also suggest because it can be a separate project as well. So, okay, now the question is, don't edit anymore. Now you want other people to add things here. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So now you create this topic and save it. Okay, you're not given the good title.
Yeah, it's complaining that it should be at least
15 characters. This is only to make sure that you're not just chatting. Yeah. Okay, because we want to make sure that people have something really concrete. So, all right. So now that idea is already there. It's published now. So now what I want Durga Prasad to do is to go to that expand the menu at the bottom. So all of you can see the 3 dots at the bottom of the screen. So if you do that, so there is a tool icon. So you click that, and you will see you can convert that into a make wiki. So now is a wiki page now. So
Yes.
So wiki page has that icon, which is orange color icon with a pen kind of thing. So any post that has got this kind of thing, now anyone can edit this page. So all of you, please go ahead and edit this page and put your data, put your topic, and not only that, you can also write something in description. For example, the radio band, for example, you can describe that in that thing, a little more details.
Yes.
So
yes.
all of you can edit this page at the same time. Not at the same time. So if it tells that, suppose if someone else is editing, it will be saved as a different thing, and then there is a version control, so you can make out exactly what's happening with the different edits. Just follow the messages that are there on the screen.
Yeah.
So like there are different ways we can post stuff, right? There is also blog one is wiki page, and then other is just blogging.
So now DP, can you show the user the about page? Can you click on show the about page from the not here, I'm talking about link from the main menu.
From here?
From the main menu, yeah. Go at the bottom, there is about, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So go down. See, there are a lot of moderators here, and then at the bottom, go down further. So you see, there are users. Okay, so some of these users will be graduating to become, level 0 to level 1, level 1 to level 2, level 2 to level 3, and things like that, depending on your activity. Like how often do you write, and how people are responding to you. Are you responding to other people's questions and things like that? So once you are graduated to 3rd level, you're allowed to write a blog.
Here we don't see those levels, GN. I think it's
sorry.
No,
it's not an error. So can you click on the menu again? I'll just guide you. So click
Yeah.
on the admin.
Yeah.
Not users actually. So users also will do. So go down at the bottom in the same page that you just showed. No, not the previous one.
Okay.
Yeah. So go down to the bottom.
Yeah. Here
of this page. Now you can see there is 0 to 4. There are levels there. So most of the people are in number 1, level 1. They get graduated to 2 automatically after some activity. And then from 2, they will get graduated to 3. So blogs can be written by anybody who goes automatically to grade 3. So this is basically a kind of a gamification, just to make sure that you are giving some extra privileges to some people who are very active and taking some lead in and helping more other people, because we are mostly testing collaborative skills among people. So people who have that kind of things. But in any case, once in a while, if you actually write in a post with very lot of details, we sometimes promote that post into a blog, because the moderators are able to do that. So though you yourself may not be able to publish thing, but if you actually write a post which is like a blog with all the details about you, that is tell your story, for example, then that story will be automatically converted into a blog by one of our moderators.
Yes. Thank you. I have not any more question now. Thank you so much for explaining.
Yes. Yeah. Great. So Any questions that you want to specifically ask, please ask.
Sir, I just wanted to add one more thing. Can we just have a Kalpana ka group here, just like you have a Shirpur group, so that we are able to like add any more students that are coming there, and also you know how the engagement is going in terms of like our program engagement as well, like because we all come and put in I'm not sure how it works, but you had mentioned something like this time, and we see that we'll have another 60 girls coming in February, and you know, and that time we want to sort of solidify this aspect bit more, so that they start doing some small projects while they are in the program, and they start writing it, you know, right away here on this platform as well.
So we can do that. So what name do you want for the group?
Sir, just make it Vigyan Shala Kalpana, because we have two separate programs. In one, it is a 3-year program where students are with the peers. But in this program, they spend 8 intense weeks of learning various things, and then they come into this platform, and here they will keep doing various things, and we will just monitor how they're doing, you know, the engagement here. And all of these girls will also spread in their colleges, like you know, we are learning through this exciting platform. So many of their friends will also be joining cool STEM games.
Sure, yeah. So so just give us one day time. So either Ravi or myself will create the group and hand over the moderation to you, so that the group you can manage. But meanwhile, if you can, suppose if you already have all the registered students' emails in a spreadsheet, if you can send that to us, to Ravi, for example, then Ravi can actually make them members automatically.
Okay, I will do that later tonight, if that's okay.
Yeah, and if they haven't already joined the platform, then they will get a invitation to join.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you, sir.
And once they join, they automatically become members of Kalpana.
Okay, thank you.
So Ravi is here. So Ravi is already acknowledged that he will do that. So he will take care of that. And by the way, so this group will be a public group, though they can discuss in one group, but their discussions will be public, so that other people also get to know what they're doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We don't want it a private group. We just want it for the moderation of our program, like how we are able to retain them, and we need to do more to sort of like increase their attention on this platform, because
that is one thing. So the other thing is when you are talking about a group, then there is something called a membership to the group. You know, forum doesn't have a membership, whereas a group has a membership. Okay, so so the question that we need to ask and answer is that do you want other visitors who come to the site, other students and other mentors maybe, can they join the group, or you want it only for the Kalpana? In which case you will have to make sure that the Kalpana group will be posted and posted by them only, though anybody can read. So we need to discuss those things. So let us discuss them.
That with you separately. Continue to
because this is also getting streamed. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, we'll discuss that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So do we also show them the chartshala.in right now? GM,
yeah, you can also show that. Yeah, because which is also almost ready, and in fact this week. And we already submitted the app to Google Play Store because of too much of load. They said they will take about a week's time to release it. So there is going to be an app available on Android called chatshala.in. Right now, can you also show that on another tab?
Wow, that's great. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, let's see. So you can see a peek of that right away. So this is how it looks on a desktop, basically like a Telegram app or a WhatsApp app kind of thing.
And I'm trying to show the, is it visible as a?
Yeah, this is good enough.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this is how the it would appear on mobile phones. So basically, the content is still the same as on MetaStudio, just the interface is different. And you have categories here corresponding to what we saw earlier: STEM chat, Turtle chat, Cube chat, all these things. And you, any of the chats, you can just go and you can see the already existing conversations. So you can go and tap on them, say this is a conversation on some nail regeneration. So there are some students who are discussing various things. So you can join the conversation and you can respond as we normally do on instant messaging platforms. And you can post your message immediately, and you can also attach files and others from your device, or you can share them using the links if you have them already uploaded somewhere. So basically, this is a app version or a light version of the entire platform, and this encourages more faster and quicker conversations among the students as well as mentors. Yeah.
And whoever has access to whether a laptop, desktop, or a mobile, they can just choose Chatshala and MetaStudio. Both are linked to the same data, so everything will be accessible to everyone. There is nothing, just the interface is different, so it's just more like a friendly, simple mobile app.
Yes.
So you can use any of them.
Yeah. And this is how the desktop version will look like.
Yeah, once the Kalpana group is created, you can see the Kalpana group also here. And yeah, it will also ask for the login. Can you show the login screen also, so people get to know? From the menu, you can choose. Yeah, this is the login screen. So you can also register using this as well.
Yes.
So
both of them have the same credentials.
Yeah. So you can use, you can either register at Chatshala or you can register at MetaStudio. It's one and the same.
Yeah.
So any more questions?
I think, sir, like if there are, like we will just ask them the question. If there are the questions, I will help each one of them sort of create their profile, and if they have any issues, and then I will curate the questions and I will send it to Ravi also.
Yeah.
And
good. Yeah. So maybe we can do is after a week or so, we can have one more meeting to consolidate their project ideas, or maybe they can also present their project ideas, and then we can keep discussing those project ideas once in a week, or maybe once in 10 days or something like that, depending on whenever that is possible. Yeah.
So sir, आपने जो grouping वाला suggest किया था, तो as per that I will do is I will create a few themes and I will put a form across to the girls and I'll ask them which theme that they want to do, and I will send some sort of a broad grouping to you already. Like, and we can I will just speak to Ravi also separately, and we'll just come up with 5-6 themes that have come from today's chat. And once the everybody indicates their interest, then I will pass that information to you also. And yeah, so I think that could simplify things a bit, because rather than just leaving it open at this point.
Yeah. So my Lassie is reminding me that I have to take her for a walk.
Okay.
So,
I think we can.
Yeah. So I will take leave now.
Sure, sir. Yeah.
She's already waiting.
Yeah, DP, I have just one last point to share. Can you share the Knowledge Labs site link also?
Yes, yes.
And there we have link for all the Chatshalas and the timings also written.
Yes.
So,
Ravi, will the recording be visible after the meeting has ended also? Like, I hope it is not a private link, right? I have just shared
No, no,
the.
it's a public recording. Yeah, it will be.
I'll share it with everybody, and I have already
Sure,
shared it in
sure.
the Kalpan group. Those who attend now can listen to it. And
DP, please add www before the knowledge.org and also HTTPS.
Okay, okay.
And the makerspace chatshala generally happens between 3:30 to 5:30, like Monday to Friday. So some of these projects, like if the participants can join from Monday onwards, then Jude, Ashish, DP, myself, so we all and other mentors also will be there. So we can kickstart right from the Monday itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in the evenings, the cube chat thing as well. So the links
Yeah,
are
and
there.
5:30 onwards there is a cube chat shala, which is going right now also. So participants can even join after the meeting.
Yes.
yes, that's good. I will also share this in the group. This information. Somebody just how to join, like the Cube Chat Shala. How do they join it?
Yeah. So if DP, can you share the
Yeah, I just
screen share?
pasted it in this.
Oh, okay.
Public chat.
Sure.
I mean, immediately, if you can join, there will be a lot of students who will be discussing some of their projects. So it's an open space, so you can feel free to pitch in and respond or ask anyone at any point of time. Yeah.
Yes, that's really good, girls. What I just re-emphasize what Ravi and DP have just shared. They have put a link here in the chat. If you go to the public chat